Apparently, if you didn't swoon over Rose Tico saving space horses, or Finn running behind your favorite Mary Sue screaming, you're part of a galactic hate mob. Welcome to Quackdown. It wouldn't be a day ending in Y without someone declaring that Star Wars fans, the people who are still fighting over whether Greedo shot first, are somehow a monolithic, racist hate mob. The latest entry in this poodoo-level logic comes courtesy of John Boyega and Marie Tran, best known for playing a potato sack named Rose Tico in The Last Jedi, a film so universally beloved that people would rather listen to Jar Jar Binks read War and Peace than sit through a second screening. Tran recently reflected on some vile online abuse she received, and let's be clear, nobody with a functioning soul defends that. Trolls deserve decapitation via Death Star. Tran says, it's interesting how it seems to be happening pretty consistently to actors of color who find themselves in these spaces, she said, and I think these occurrences are a microcosm for the social climate that we're living in, and it's really unfortunate. We live in a world where those identities have been weaponized so that people are not able to see the bigger picture. I really just want people to recognize it's the system that's the problem. But here's where the logic gets wonkier than Mark Hamill on a happy hour bender, because a bunch of anonymous internet troglodytes said vile things to Tran. That somehow means Star Wars fans as a collective are racist. Right, and because a few people got food poisoning at Taco Bell, the entire concept of tacos is now a hate crime. Newsflash, most fans just thought the writing sucked. Rose's arc in The Last Jedi had all the narrative excitement of watching Yoda and Palpatine play chess. It wasn't that she was Asian, it was that her storyline involved saving space horses and delivering the kind of line that sounds like a Hallmark card written by a special needs monkey suffering heat stroke.
Tell me. That's how we're gonna win. Not fighting what we hate. Saving what we love.
Okay, sure. Beautiful sentiment. Totally useless when you're getting blasted by a mini Death Star, but because people criticize that, racism. Then we have John Boyega speaking out against fan backlash. John Boyega criticizes Star Wars for being so white and calls out fans who are fine with black actors playing the best friend, but not the main hero. Hey, John, we didn't write the script. He goes on to say, you realize I got given this opportunity, but I'm in an industry that wasn't even ready for me. Nobody else in the cast had people saying they were going to boycott the movie because they were in it. Nobody else had the uproar and death threats sent to their Instagram DMs and social media saying black this and black that, and you shouldn't be a stormtrooper. Listen, nobody boycotted because the great James Earl Jones voiced Darth Vader. Nobody boycotted because Billy D. Williams played Lando. Nobody boycotted because Samuel L. Jackson played Mace Windu. They were all embraced and loved. Great actors, even greater characters. Because fans were vocal, as they've been for every other Star Wars movie ever. Suddenly it's not fandom, it's a clan rally in Star Wars cosplay. Never mind that this is the same fandom that built shrines to Lando in the 80s, rallied around Mace Windu like he was the motherfucking patron saint of lightsaber swagger, and embraced Ahsoka Tano eventually. Thanks, Dave. We're now living in an age where any backlash is pathologized. You didn't enjoy a film?
Clearly, you're upholding systemic oppression.
You thought a subplot was shoehorned in?
Bigot.
You wanted a coherent script?
Misogyny.
And when Tran says it's the system that's the problem, well, okay. But which one? The system that cast her in a historic blockbuster, the one that gave her a voice role in animated spin-offs, the system that can't distinguish the clear difference between criticism and hateful rhetoric? Is there a problem with online harassment? Absolutely, but let's not pretend Kelly and John are the first actors to be bullied by trolls. Jake Lloyd's and Hayden Christensen's portrayal of Anakin wasn't immediately loved. Their portrayal of the character was criticized, not the person. Did anyone accuse Star Wars fans of being racist back then? Of course not, because back then we could tell the difference between trolls and fans. You know what Star Wars fans really are? Passionate, costume-wearing space nerds who just want to argue about the Force, whether Grey Jedi are really a thing, and whether or not Dave Filoni sleeps with a life-sized Ahsoka doll. They aren't some coordinated hate cult rising up every time a woman of color gets cast. They're just loud, Or at least we used to be. So please stop pretending criticism equals bigotry. Not liking a fictional character isn't a hate crime, it's just taste. And in the end, the true villain of this story isn't the fan base. It's social media, the festering swamp where nuance goes to die and outrage gets algorithmic promotion. So, next time you hear someone scream, Star Wars fans are racist, remember, it's not a Sith plot. It's just someone who has the critical thinking skills of a brick in a blender. Someone who could trip over a wireless connection. Someone who's trying to play chess with Uno cards. They can't tell the difference between a post from a troll and the opinions of millions of fans who grew up loving a galaxy far, far away. See you next Quackdown!